Hey friends, welcome back. We are in my birthday week, yay! And because normally my birthday is the last day of the month, that means we are about to close out February and get ready for March. And that means I'm planning my March budget goals. So I am going to review my February goals and plan for March. Before I do that, I want to share with you the planner kit I'm using for this month. This kit comes from Mary at Pennies, Not Perfection. It's an Etsy shop and a YouTube channel. You may know her as Mary from A Merry Life on a Budget. And last year, she started her Etsy shop in 2019. And she has some great things in there, y'all. Of course, I'm going to link her Etsy shop below. But she has trackers for savings, holiday savings, debt payoff. Trackers galore. Monthly budget kits, and so much more. You got to check it out. I was scrolling on Instagram and I saw a post where she was highlighting her monthly budget kit that is the pink layout, and it's super cute. And I just knew that that is the one I would use for March, hands down. So I went out to her Etsy shop and I saw that she had a neutral one as well as the pink one. And I do love this neutral one because I can color it how I want to. So I like this one as well. And it's the one I decided to go with for the month of March. So I'm going to do a quick flip through of what's all in here because I love that you can, in a sense, take all that she's provided, but then customize your kit with what you want. So let me show you what's in here. Now, I'm pretty sure I've mixed this all up, so excuse me if this order isn't the same, but she starts out with a cover page. And of course, this is printed on regular printer paper. Later, I printed it on cardstock and got it ready to put into my Classic Happy Planner, but I'm just kind of showing you what's in here. The calendar, she has a calendar that is Sunday through Saturday. Some of them have notes at the bottom, so you can have a calendar layout Saturday through Sunday with notes at the bottom, without notes at the bottom. I decided to go with the one without notes, the one that didn't have notes at the bottom, and I'll show you what that looks like to give myself more room. So I decided to go with that one. She also has some that start on Monday if you like your Saturdays and Sundays on the end there. So you can just put your month and year up at the top, and there you go. So you can pick which calendar you want for this monthly budget. The income goals and notes are the same, and fixed expenses, variable expenses are the same. But then down here at the bottom, there's debt payments, and there's also other expenses. So if you're not really actively working on paying off debt, then you can choose the other expenses. And I like that one. And then this one here, this budget sheet has the fixed and variable expenses taking up that whole section. There is also monthly bills, and I think this is really cute. Each bill has its own little section. I really like this one, and was the one I was going to add to my kit, but then I actually decided on this list instead. And if I haven't already mentioned, this is a printable. So you go to our Etsy shop and you print it out yourself. So it's downloadable and printable, if I didn't mention that before. So I like both of these sheets. And then the transaction log. Now she does have a spending tracker, which is what I decided to go with. With the spending tracker, one has the date, one does not. I think that's really cool. Then she also has the transaction log, which I would say is more for funds. So you can see that the transaction log here, there are two different versions of that one. There's transaction category, withdrawal deposit balance, or description, withdrawal deposit balance. I like that you can decide which one best fits your needs. And then there's a weekly check-in, which I didn't print for my kit just because I don't normally check in a lot during the week, like on a weekly basis. With my written budget, of course, every day I'm looking at my app budget. So I am going to share with you what I decided to keep in my kit. And I just wanted to show you what is available in the kit. So if you have sinking funds and you like the transaction log, there's actually also a cash breakdown. I didn't print those at all. This thing has 20 pages, so you can really pick out what you want. I think it's great. It's such a great idea. and I'm excited about it. So here I have printed my copies, and then again, like I mentioned, I went ahead and printed it on cardstock. I went to 84% in the PDF and got it to this sizing for the classic Happy Planner. And you may be seeing something different. It is this monthly budget pre-plan, which I'll highlight a little bit later when I start my monthly budget goals. But then you can see here I have my monthly bill tracker. Let me move this big one out of the way. The monthly bill tracker, the calendar. The only thing I'm a little apprehensive about the calendar is just with, you know, the spacing. It's not very huge in the 8.5 by 11. And so it's definitely much smaller. I'm gonna see how I can work with this. I would say that's one thing I'll have to get creative with, is having my calendar all on one page. Whenever I put in my bill amounts and those types of things, I'll have to be really careful not to write too large. But once I fill this in and go with it, I mean, I may find that I actually like this better. You gotta try new stuff, you know what I'm saying? So then the spending trackers here on the back. Normally I only need about 2 sheets for that. But because I really wanted my monthly budget recap on its own page, on this front facing page, then I went ahead and just printed spending tracker here, here, and one on the back. And then the monthly budget recap. Love this. So you can reflect on your monthly budget goals, things you're grateful for, things that can improve, 3 things that work this month. I really like this. And I like these layouts of the 2 here just to be able to quickly compare across. I mean, I love the kit. Mary, you did the thing. So, you know, I'm really excited about that. But before I go into planning for March, I want to close out February. Okay, so this looks pretty familiar. What will I improve next month? I am still holding at that 1 item posted on eBay. Between today and tomorrow, I am hoping to get around to putting those things on eBay. Hopefully by the time I post this video, I will have put my 10 items on eBay. I already have 1 down, 9 more to go. If I did, I'll leave that in the description as well, so you have that update. Now, for my birthday, my trip is booked and budgeted. My trip actually won't occur until the first week of March, even though my birthday is in February. I'm not going to list it out again for March. Now, I put aside several $100s for my birthday and that trip. I don't foresee myself spending much of that at all. I just want to make sure I have gas allotted for, and really just crab legs or something. I don't know. Like, I don't plan on doing a lot on vacation. I really just want to relax. And I think that that is going to be my priority. So I don't foresee myself spending a whole lot there. What I'm going to do with what's left over is actually leave it in my sinking fund account. I guess you would say my Capital One 360 account. If you're interested in opening one and you would like a referral bonus, my link is in the description. I am going to just leave that money in there and build upon it for my Cali trip in September, October. So I'm excited about that. Now, I'd already talked about filing my tax return. My snowball debt payment has been made, and I actually had already completed that by February 15th, which was my last debt snowball. But even since the 15th, have just been trying to put as much as I can towards that. I think I'll get this one paid off between April or May. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm hoping to get that done even sooner. So if I can get those things put on eBay, then we'll be really good to go for February. February will have been amazing. Now on to planning for March. Okay, so this pre-plan sheet has so much potential. It starts out at the top with the 3 monthly goals and then goes to important dates. Hopefully you can see that pretty good. And one-time expenses. Love it. And then the monthly to-dos at the bottom. Pennies, not perfection. I just like how concise it is and am ready to plan on it. So what I'm going to do is, because a couple of my to-dos in the month have actual dates, I have some due dates. So I'm going to go with important dates. These are one-time a year expenses, but not necessarily one-time expenses. So I'm going to use this important dates here and add a couple things. So on or by March 31st, I need to have my auto inspection and registration and taxes, all of that completed. So I have Roxy, which is my 2013 Civic. She's paid off, yay. And I have Lucy, which is my 95 Honda Accord, and both of those have to be inspected, and then I have to pay their registration and taxes. Since Lucy's older, she doesn't get the whole emissions test and all that stuff, so her inspection is a bit less expensive, but the taxes for both of those end up being about $228.79. With the inspections and all, I would say that's going to be about $290. So I definitely need to budget $290 for my auto inspections, registration, and taxes, which is due on the 31st. Okay, so I'll get that squared away. I'll try to get that taken care of as early in the month as I can. So I will have that checked off the list. And then my HOA fees, that second payment of my HOA fees is due. That's $184, and it's actually due April 1st. Of course, I'm going to go ahead and take care of it in the month of March to have it good and squared away. So April 1st, HOA fees. And that amounts to $184, and then that'll be checked off for the month. I tell you, it's some stuff that needs to be taken care of this month. And so, of course, that will affect my debt snowball, but it's okay. I would rather take it out of my paychecks than to have to take it out of my emergency fund. Again, I will aim to get those done as early in the month as possible to go ahead and get those checked off the list. Now, for my monthly goals, I don't have a whole lot going on in March. January and February were pretty busy, so I'm hoping to just kind of lay low and just make that debt snowball payment to my American Express and try to get that knocked out even sooner than what my debt-free plan tells me will be the month that I get that knocked out. So a debt snowball payment to American Express. Okay, and so one-time expenses, I don't have anything for this yet, but I will fill it in as I go. And monthly to-dos, there is actually one that I am going to place down here, and that is to consider canceling Every Dollar Plus. I've used my Mint app for many, many years. I love it. I started out my Dave Ramsey journey, and I got Every Dollar, the free version, and I really, really liked that for about a year. But then I started getting bored with that, and someone suggested I go to the paid version. The first 15 days were free. There was a trial of 15 days, and then I switched over to the paid version, which is $9.99 a month, $9.99 a month. And that was okay, except like I don't ever remember paying for an app. So that's something I budget in every month, and it's been going along okay. The one thing that I haven't really loved within the last 6 months is just the delay in getting my transactions pulled over. I only have 1 or 2 accounts even connected to it, and it would take sometimes a week or 2 for transactions to be pulled through it. And I didn't care for that because, you know, I don't think that that is an efficient budget if it takes so long to budget and check the budget and account for things. So within the last few months, I have been thinking about canceling it. And last week when I was charged for it, I realized it has actually gone up in price per month. Instead of $9.99, it is $10.68 a month. And I was already on the fence about it. I really liked it for a time, but I think I'm going to go back to the free version. I don't have very many transactions month over month, so it's just a lot easier for me to plug it in and roll that $10 into something else, namely my debt snowball. So I am going to consider canceling Every Dollar. I probably will. Mine comes out on the 21st of the month, so around the 15th, I will finally make that decision, but I want to kind of keep that on my radar. I mean, it's worth a shot. If I decide that I really prefer to have it, then I can always get it back again. But I am going to consider canceling Every Dollar this month. And that's just every dollar plus. Wow, well, other than that, I think I'm done for the month of March. I will continue to add on as I normally do. But yeah, for the most part, it's just going to be paying these couple bills that have come up around this time of the year and making that debt snowball payment to American Express. I'm looking forward to a quiet March. Hopefully it'll be quiet budget-wise. I can get these things taken care of, roll as much into that American Express as I can, and just coast through the month of March. What kind of month is your March shaping up to be? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll chat with you next time. Bye.